Made 8 right turns, but none of the 8 were right. Took 8 steps forward, but we find ourselves behind. Situation went left, seemed to happen all the time. This a generation pattern, that's the folks about the time. They don't like to reminisce when they took pleasure in the crime. They forget the misdemeanors, they didn't forget how to lie. This a generation pattern, that's the folks about the time, That's the folks about the time. Purpose was the wife he never met. Although he likes to talk, he talks a lot. He's scared to face regret. He says he really loves her while his other woman in his bed, selling him illusions, planting carnal thoughts inside his head. Many men will give up on the treasure for the dollar and the bread. Many men will trade the very truth for simple thrill instead. Doesn't wanna be the one to leave the promises unread. At this rate he's not gonna cut it, Needs to motivate himself, stop repeating what he wasn't, what he can't do and what he doesn't. Just go pick one, focus on the dozen. There's a do not and a do disturb button. Got a sense of urgency, they think it's all of a sudden. Call you crazy when your mind is focused, they can keep their minds running. So on the chopping block of sacrifice, there's comfort, there's the time. There's the hours of the dead ends, there's the strikeouts, there's the tries. There's the moments he's gonna have to miss, the hobbies put aside. The critics, there's the lies, the false narratives apply. Any slander, any weight, any loved one in disguise. It's gonna be so hard to breathe, the legs are weak, make up your mind. Hard to breathe, legs are weak, make up your mind. At the top it's hard to breathe, the mountain's worth the climb, It's worth the climb, yeah. Made 8 right moves and these 8 gon' be right. 8 steps forward, 8 steps up to new heights. Gonna break the chains of the old battles with new fight. Gonna break the curse the Lord has brought us, gave us new light. 8 right moves and these 8 gon' be right. 8 steps forward, 8 steps up to new heights. Gonna break the chains of the old battles with new fight. Gonna break the curse the Lord has brought us, gave us new life.